Hi folks, this weather seems to be changeable. It's a lovely sunny morning, turning into rain now, but lovely skies, but not the sky that I'm going to paint. I want dramatic sky. Okay, so colours, we've got loads of colours. Cadmium yellow, light green, sorry, yellow ochre, cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt sienna, Payne's grey, burnt umber, green, the sap green, and viridian, which I haven't used. I'm not going to use them all. I just add them to see how they go. Right, Ashdown Forest. Now I've been through the Ashdown Forest over the last 13 years, probably 40 times, and quite often we stop on route and have a look. I take some photographs, immerse myself in this beautiful. Forest is a bit of a misnomer. It was once, centuries ago, but there are areas forested. But it's a very, very nice moorland type of moor, with the A22 road cutting through it. But it's very lovely. So I'm just going to do sort of an impression of it. So I'm using. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'll pick some. I've got my linseed oil with the alkyd resin, but I've also got some walnut oil in there too. So let's see how we go with this. I'm nice and gloopy. Oh, I love this. I'm really stuck on doing these, folks, as you know, and because after all these years I've found a way of doing all this, what I want to do, but without using all the toxic stuff, whether it's cleaning or using white spirit as a diluent. It's a good word, isn't it? Lovely Payne's grey and ultramarine. Okay, and I want this. We'll have a sky going. Let's have a bit of white in there. I want this light here because I want to put a stand of trees that I remember is there. Now all this is going to get blended. Low horizon, that means I can get away with not too much landscape. Look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Let's get some nice light on there. I'm going to put a bit of a blue horizon in. Use the largest brushes I can get away with. So I'll have a watery version of that sky colour in the distance, plenty of oil. Okay, now the view that I'm thinking of, it's got a big stand of gorse and stuff here, and there's some pines sticking up here, and just a pathway through. So I'll put the path in. I think it's chalky, very chalky. So we'll add a bit of this and a bit of burnt umber. Right, okay, that's okay. Now we can put in some distant stuff on that. Got a bit of tissue now, and just lift out some bits of light on that horizon, or near that horizon. This one's the car park. Okay, now we'll put in some bits of tree. A bit of blue, and let's try that sap green, see what that looks like. Using a bit of sap green here. Right, now we'll see how that goes. Let's just clean the brush. We'll just lift out a bit of that. Just lift out a bit more of that here. Right, I'll go back to that. I want to put in, let's sort out the sky now. Bit of blue, bit of ultra, plenty of oil. Oh, this is a bit muddy. I'm going to give my palette a good clean later. I got a bit mixed up with the green and the blue there. So oh, I've used a load of that oil. I might just go over that with not loving that, so colour there, that's blue. I'll just clean that bit of the palette, put some more out. Just have a swig of tea, there's no rush with this. Because it won't dry. It won't dry for ages, for at least a couple of days. Right, put some blue out, a bit of blue. I'm getting a lot of pleasure out of this method of painting. I hope you are too. It's not anywhere near as easy, as hard as it looks. It's good fun, and you can just make hay, and you can change so quickly with the blending that I would highly recommend it. I'm mixing a bit of fast drying medium, this stuff, with my edible walnut oil. There you are, from Sainsbury's, Asda, from Asda. Right, let's go back to that blue. I just like that, that's a bit better. Clean, so I don't pick up too much of that grey in the clouds. It's a bit daunting when you put it in a frame and then you look at it. I put them near the television so I can see what I've done and then see how bad it is or what I can improve. Right, okay, I'm going to, I just want to get some light in that area there. Some nice cloud light, because that's what I'm going to put my tree over that. Well, my trees, anyway. I want the cloud over that. Get some of that nice cloud over there. Okay. I'm not worried about the shape of it. It's all going to be blended. But I'm only using this one brush here. I need to get more of these. These are the good quality varnish brushes. That's 1.5 inches. One from Pro Art. I think it's from Pro Art, but it's a lovely brush. Cheap. Everything I use I try to keep cheap. There's a lot of white in this, white chalk showing through, and bits of what do you call it, chamomile type stuff. Right, what was I going to do? Yeah, let's just. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just start blending now. Clean the blendy brush. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to darken on here. looks like it's a bit unprimed there. It needs to dry off a little bit, I think. I think my board's just a little bit high. Clean the brush. No, I can't put the tree in there because it looks as if I'm fitting the tree in the gap, and I'm not going to have that. That's horrible. So we'll. That's annoying. That's bugging me there. Okay, so there's a. We can put in some lighter stuff in there. Some bit of lighty blue. I'll put light over there. Right, blending. Are we recording? Yep. Ah, sun's out. I might have to draw the curtain, pull my blind. just going to draw the curtains. Hold on. Draw the curtains, pull the blind. Where is the sun? There. Okay. Sorry, son. Haven't seen much of you lately. Right, now a bit of detail on that distance now. Give me a soft brush. Oh, showering now. Right, but I'll put some my gorse in there. So a bit of sap green, a bit of red. The red is a lot stronger than the green. So I'll add a bit of blue to that. Okay for texture, but not so good for fine painting, so let's get that brush. Get some dark in there. Nice, good dark on that edge. Right, clean the brush. Right, we have a bit more on there. Well, well, I'm going to put some light in behind that, but I want to just get this stand of trees here. So, big brush, plenty of green, bit of Payne's grey, I think, bit of red. More green. I'll put a bit of light on the tops of this. Just a little bit of stuff here. Right, now I need some more sap green. I'm going to put in some trunks now. I've got 2 lots of sap green. This is artist's oil colour, this one. Whew, must have been feeding flush. Ah, put it in the wrong place. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's get my, I'll put a bit of blue in that. Oh, I miss my Payne's grey now. Sorry if my head's in the way, but I need a bit of Payne's grey, I think. I'll put the Payne's grey back where the green was. Doesn't matter, because it all gets blended and mucked about with. Okay. The texture. I'll put some dobs of white in there. That's my Payne's grey there. It's just rough ground. Oh, it's a very lovely spot. I mean, okay, well that's not bad. It's a lot of foreground there really. I know it's only about a quarter of the picture, but it's covering acres of ground. Right, let's sort that path out now. Let's just clean the brush. Got to do something with that tree, but it's looking not bad. Needs more contrast, more lights and dark, more contrast. Tones, different tones. Just a bit of white tinged with the ochre. These brushes are superb. They're really cheap, but can you believe that you can do so much with such a soppy brush? We're not painting portraits or anything here, we're just sort of abstracting. Some not a nice bit of light there. Right, that needs a small brush now to get some light, ochre green, bit of oil. Oh, yeah. Right, I'll dub in some, let's use this little one, just a bit of gorse. Wrong yellow, but I'm just painting what I remember. Right, let's get some of that light in this bit of stipple. Can't see that, it's reflecting in the light. Reflecting the light from the window, which is to my right. Probably needs still more dark and more shadow. So Payne's grey. Let's get some shadow in under the canopies. It's dark under there. Well, okay, well, I'm not going to do any more to that. I quite like it. I'll put it in a frame. I've got a little frame for it. Bear with me. Oh! Did you see that? I didn't swear. Right, okay. Got a handful of it. Board and frame. They'll probably stick to the back of the frame, but I'm just going to wipe a bit of the edge of this with a bit of tissue, so hold on a sec. Just the edge of the frame, the edge of the painting, so it just won't stick, because it's nothing worse than getting a line around your painting. Well, I do anyway. So I haven't prepared this frame with the tacks. So that's one edge. Do this edge. Do this one. Do the top. It's a bit disconcerting when I look at it after a couple of hours or so, when I've got it in front of the TV, spending more time looking at the painting than the TV, when it you can see the oil running down, but it's oil painting, isn't it? Watercolour was never this much fun. That's why I'm staying with it. And if you like what I do, you can always support me on Patreon, not compulsory of course, but it helps with the expenses. Right, put that in there, it fits perfectly. Right, I'll loosely tack it in. Corner. Turn it round. One in there. I've had another acrylic painting in this frame for several years now. I don't really like the paint, I'll show you it. I don't really like it now. I didn't know I was going to do it. It was sort of made up. It went to an exhibition at Denby's, and I think it was to replace a painting that I'd sold. We've got another exhibition in Denby's, probably 2022. Be dead by then. Well, could be. Okay, well here we are. I'll show you the other picture in a minute. Let's bring the camera around so you can see it full on. There you go. I alter it and then the camera drops. Right, well there we are. Oh, so that's a bit of gorse, and then there's the stand of trees. That's as I remember it. There's much more detail in there, but it's I've kept it to the minimum. But great fun to do. Right, so I'll let you have a look at that for a few seconds, and I'll show you the one that was in the frame. Take that off. I've got to photograph it for Facebook. So that's the one. That's the one I had in the frame. It's a heavily gessoed. I'll bring it back because it's an oblong portrait format. There you go. That was one of the. But I that's as I imagined the tree, just sort of petering out, because it was a sort of almost dead tree with all this ivy on. That's why I called it ivy. But anyway, it's a thick gesso acrylic. I think this tree is quite nice, and I think all this understated fencing, I mean, you don't put everything in, leave the viewer's brain to connect up the dots. Okay, well I'll see you soon. Bye bye.